This piece is called Classic Sonatina by Nancy Faber, and I'm looking particularly at the third movement. I'm sure you can get onto YouTube and hear it in its complete form, but today I'm going to go into the piece, I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to talk about how to prepare it for a first lesson. I'm going to take it slightly below tempo. The piece starts with a figure that has this sound. This figure is repeated one step lower each time. So first it starts on the G, then on the F, and on the E. And it follows the same melodic motion. So it repeats the note, goes down a half step, comes back a half step, and goes down a third, and does it again, and does it again. And then it ends with what looks like a G major chord. Then we have a pattern that again is repeated, and when we repeat something like that, we have a sequence of it. And so that happens quite often in this piece. You can see that in measure 5 I'm in a C position, and then I'm back using that sequence. Notice I use the same fingering for each one, and then back to C position. All right. Now in measure 17 we have what are called tetrachords. That's when you do a scale with 4 notes in one hand and 4 notes in the other hand, and this is a pattern that's being repeated. So first I do it starting on G, and I'm using all white keys. So it's so, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, so, and then I take the last position and I now find C, do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. Then I take the so and I do that again, and I do it on C, then I do it on G, then I do it on C, and it finishes with a bunch of G's, and I'm back to the beginning again. Now, one way to prep this you could block them. You could also play the first note of every measure to see where the left hand is going to move. Notice I'm going from C's to G's. You could do the left and the right hand first note, which is a fifth. Of course, you could play them up to the next note. You could also do the other way, which is the harder one. Notice there's a pedal here, and then back to the beginning, and it repeats pretty much the entire A part again, except for the coda at measure 37. Then we have a sequence. Notice I'm using fingers 1, 2, 3, and I'm moving up stepwise. Notice the change of clef is on a G, and now I'm doing a C chord, E flat, C chord, E flat, and rest. And that final chord, you may not see it, but it is a C major chord in the bass. This is not a hard piece to learn. I hope you have a lot of fun playing it. Would you like to hear it at full tempo? It is a presto. Here we go.